And I like Nicholas. I think he's great. He's fabulous with the comedy and with the sensitive scenes, and he also built themselves up pretty well. I did Creed 2, where I played the same
Right.
character 40 years later, but I wasn't speaking to a younger version of myself. There's more options, I think, for a young actor now in one way. When it was in my day, you had to make a choice.
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe has some kind of fairy tale quality to it that's a bit
Right.
unusual, um, that some of the superhero pictures don't have. Some of the Marvel characters don't have that. It's a very difficult role to play, because it's like doing Superman. Like there's so much expectation.
Hi, this is Abhimanyu, and I'm here with the original He-Man, Dolph Lundgren. Dolph, pleasure to talk to you. Welcome to Hindustan Times. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Nice to talk to you.
Uh, You have said in the past that He-Man was your favorite role, one of your favorites, if not the absolute favorite. How does it feel to have someone else playing that now?
Well, it feels great that the legacy is being carried on to a new generation. It's an iconic movie, and they've done a great job with this picture. I love the movie, and I like Nicholas. I think he's great. He's fabulous with the comedy and with the sensitive scenes, and he also built themselves up pretty well. So I think all around, I'm very happy to be part of it.
And we see you passing the torch quite literally in the film. What was that scene like? Was it an emotional moment to have that?
It was a bit emotional, yeah. I showed up on set. I hadn't met Nicholas before. Flew into London to do that, and it was like speaking to a younger version of myself, really, when I did the scene. So it
Right.
was, yeah, I felt a bit emotional. It's a little bit um, unusual because I've done movies like I did Creed 2, where I played the same
Right.
character 40 years later, but I wasn't speaking to a younger version of myself. So the fact that
Yeah.
somebody else is playing the role, that was unusual. And it felt good. It felt like it was about time, and I'm glad that the filmmakers were really talented and they did a great job with the picture.
World has changed since your Masters the Universe came out in '87 and to now. And the biggest thing is social media. It sort of decides whether you're good or not as He-Man for Nicholas before the film has even aired. What's it like? How different is it? Do you feel? Do you think the younger actors have it easier or more difficult now?
Wow, that's a good question. Hollywood's always been difficult. I think, trying to be famous and be successful is difficult. Takes a lot of work and a little bit of luck, I think. And then once you get famous, that's difficult too, maybe even more difficult. So I don't think it's any easier for young kids now. When I did He-Man, you were either a television actor, which meant you work
Mm.
in TV shows, or you were a movie actor, and those were quite different. Nobody did both really. So,
Yes.
now obviously you have the whole span of platforms and TV shows and movies made for television. It's a whole different spectrum. So there's more work really there's more options, I think, for a young actor now in one way. When it was in my day, you had to make a choice. But I think it's equally difficult. So I know for Nicholas, I mean, when I see him now, he's 31, I think. I was 30 when I
Yeah.
did the picture. And, I see him, I wish him all the best. And, I hope he'll deal with fame and all the hardships that are ahead, and all the trials and tribulations that he's going to have to go through. But that's just part of life.
Of course. Of course. I've always wondered when you out on the street, what you are referred to as more. Is it Ivan Drago? Is it He-Man? Is it Gunnar? Because different generations have seen different sides of you. What are you most recognized as on the street?
I would say still Rocky 4. That is the most famous picture. He-Man, of course, is sort of slowly kind of crept up, and I don't know if it's going to bypass Rocky. I don't know. Maybe after this film, it will, but it's gotten very close in the last few years, even before this film was made, because
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe has some kind of fairy tale quality to it that's a bit
Right.
unusual. Um, that some of the superhero pictures don't have. Some of the Marvel characters don't have that kind of.
Mhm.
It's a sort of a very charming quality. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm glad to be recognized. Period. So I'm not complaining.
As a parting note, how much do you rate Nicholas's physique as He-Man as
Rate
compared to you?
him 10 out of 10. I don't think you could have
Oh
found a
wow.
better choice now to play the comedy, to play the sensitivity, and to look the part. I mean, I think he did a great job. It's a very difficult role to play, because it's like doing Superman. Like there's so much expectation, but I think
Yeah.
he's done a great job, really.
Once again, thank you for the time. I hope we had more, but keep doing what you're doing, Dolph. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.